So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And it's Nedved. Lahm drives forward on the overlap. And it's made its way to him. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that has left him in a heap. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win it all.
Decent chance! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Nedved. And it's Lahm. That's tidy. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nedved has it in a wide position. Nedved with the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Nedved clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Bellingham. Nedved just eases him off the ball. Nicely aimed pass. And he was quick to react.
Lazio really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Over to the other side. Driving forward.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Roberto Carlos wants to run onto this. And it's Bellingham. Ibrahimovic. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Mbappe. A lot of space ahead of him. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yaya Toure. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. That's a little off target. Ernest. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Might be danger here.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh, good-looking ball. And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Botafogo really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline.
Botafogo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Hullet. Hazard. Lazio are looking to break at pace. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Araujo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Bale. Pele. And it's Ronaldinho. He's had it taken off him. Nedved. Roberto Carlos. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Bale. That's a shade optimistic.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good foray he's making. Bale looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the...
It's Eto'o! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 23.
Botafogo cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Lahm plays it in. He leaps for it. It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Lazio go up by 2 and are looking good.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero
Size
5.
really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Numero 3. Seedorf.
They've played it short. And this is... And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. The less said about that pass, the better. Chance here to counter. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good ball out wide. He's having a pop!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ronaldinho. And it's Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Bale. Nice control. Bullet. Eto'o! And that's a real chance missed.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Ronaldinho plays it short. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Ronaldinho. Azar. And here's Eto'o. Gullit. That's going to go a long way. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top.
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! With so little time left! Grandstand finish!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Botafogo give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Now it's Eto'o! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin. Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback,
He's rising! Firm header just off target.
that's a really decent chance.
Can he get on the end of this? Hernes, looking to play him in. Forced to go back.
Oh, nice touch.
Stood up well to him there. He's had it taken off him. Bergomi venturing down the left. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. In with the challenge. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Vieira. Lazio are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And it's Nedved. Nicely spread. He has found the way through. Here comes the... And a header! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Nedved. Now it's come to nothing.
Seedorf.
Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Passes short and sharp. There's a sharp little ball here. Bergomi. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Ernest. Ernest. Mbappe. It is a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ernest with the short one. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Oh, that's Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. That's going across goal. Van der Sar claims it, safe hands. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Ernest. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Roberto Carlos. Vieira running with the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bergamo.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Yaya Toure. This is a promising build-up. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Ernest.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Botafogo are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And so we're off again. Oh, easy pickings there. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And it's Nedved. Lahm. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Nedved. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lahm. And that is a little undercooked. Roberto Carlos. That's tidy. Flings in across. Araujo can get it clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Botafogo
are looking to break at pace. That's really well manoeuvred. Thinks about the shot. Takes a shot! Goal! Botafogo! Into the lead once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 9.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 7.
Botafogo
have their lead.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Lahm. Yaya Toure looking to pass their way up the pitch.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's good vision. And he's quick to get rid. Roberto Carlos being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Some good work on the right flank here.
Botafogo
Do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's a promising position. Lahm stood his ground strongly. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Botafogo really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Nedved. Nedved driving forwards. Hoisted in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bale, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Lazio really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's picked his way through. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that is one way to stop him. He is through here. Roberto Carlos. And that is headed for the middle. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. Bellingham. Played out wide, and he's quick to return it. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Lazio really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's chosen to go back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Played back. And it's Yaya Toure.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And that's that.
Botafogo.
Proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Botafogo undoubtedly gave us the perfect example of how you start a game of football.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Well, this is a formation which seems to make pretty clear what their intentions are, Jim.
Well, Peter, when you have that many back, there's only really one tactic you can adopt, and it's the counter-attack. And while it's going to give you a very solid block defensively, it does leave you very little options attacking-wise, with effectively just one outlet.
Not too much possession football then?
Definitely not. They'll be trying to play with real efficiency.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's forced to go back. And it's Lahm. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Played out towards the right wing. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe gets into a good position. Araujo, very much a man of this moment. That's where it came from. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm. He's had it taken off him. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And he was quick to react. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Now that's well seen too.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Hoeneß. And it's Lahm.
That's good play from him.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Looking to play him in. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Hoeneß powering forward here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Botafogo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, terrible miss. Tries a shot! And a neat finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Hazard running with the ball. He's found the way through. And that is expertly dealt with. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Driving forward. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Roberto Carlos. Hazard, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Lahm. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. And he's managed to get rid. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So it's back to business.
Botafogo.
Do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Lazio always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Thuram. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Seedorf looking for options for movement. Nesta. Seedorf. And it's Seedorf. Lahm. And it's Yaya Toure. Strokes it back. Azar! Off the post! And that was very necessary. It's Roberto Carlos. Hazard picks it up out wide. Can he finish? Goal! Lazio! And the comeback is complete. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Botafogo have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Lazio leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. There's a sharp little ball here. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gullit. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to get it away. And this is Hazard. Oh, he's onto this. He might be... It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he? He's having a shot!
Botafogo.
Perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Roberto Carlos. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has found the way through. Very nicely done. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a good run down the right. Ah, such a clever touch. Lahm charging forward down that flank. Shapes to shoot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Seedorf. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8, il numero 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cleared away.
Il numero 19. Messi.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that could set him on his way. Plenty to aim at here. Nice interception, well timed. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Leicester. Lahm. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. 5 minutes left on the clock. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Araujo, 2 minutes to be added on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. And there goes the final whistle.
Botafogo.
Pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And they've got a throw. Yaya Toure. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe is onto this.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well read, nice interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Lazio clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, that is a nice touch. Now that's a fine challenge.
Really well played, he read that perfectly. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Hoeneß is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
He has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. Lahm in acres of space out wide. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Pull it. Lazio have the chance to go the other way.
Lazio always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Leicester can get it clear. And it's Azar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice interception, well timed. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bellingham. Hoeneß proves too strong. Lahm. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. That is good strength. Oh, he's been caught napping. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. Gullit. Chance here to counter. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. That has been cut short.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the...
And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Botafogo clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Botafogo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
It's run loose here. Played out to the left flank. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And he's heaved it away. Hoeneß really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Knocks it out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Eto'o. And it's Gullit. Gullit touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Now it's Hazard. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And this is Gullit. He's found the way through. Defending of the desperate variety. Lazio can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Hoeneß.
Lazio are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
Nesta. Now Yaya Toure. Hoeneß. And it's Nesta. That's Vieira. Now it's Seedorf. Pressure coming in from all directions. Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. He's found space here.
That's going in strongly.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Lazio really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
A real chance! And it's come back out to him. And that's a good finish. Finally! surely the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 10.
Botafogo
Are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 7. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Toure is there to clear.
Il numero 22. Il numero 3.
Is it back?
Il numero 2.
Lam.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cross needs to... Cristiano Ronaldo! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Cristiano Ronaldo really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Passing nice and neat. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Nedved. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. And he thumps it clear. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Hazard. He's through here. Oh, now he can run away with it. There are... And Hullet!
Botafogo really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Little pass back. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Botafogo
Have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Hullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we refer
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
Lahm ventures forward, and it's Gullit. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit. Look at the space. It's Hazard! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And that is well cleared. And it's Hazard. Hangs one in. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Nesta.
Botafogo.
Still without a single shot on target. Seedorf. Spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for us, and again! Goal! Lazio! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Could move up a gear here. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Araujo calmly anticipates. Well, that looks a decent ball. Might be danger here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Can he get it through? Nice control. And it's Hazard. Yaya Toure.
Lazio definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Vieira.
Lazio have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That has not gone well. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Good ball, good take. And he's gone. Ibrahimovic! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one. Botafogo certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos. This is a promising build-up. Seedorf producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get... Can he finish? And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Botafogo really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? It's played through for him. Great chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Lahm wants to run onto this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Lazio clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Tries the cross. Ibrahimovic constantly looking for the ball into the box, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Played out towards the right wing. Ibrahimovic needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to...
And he shoots! It's hit the upright. He doesn't look too happy with that. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That's a good ball out wide. He's picked his way through.
Botafogo
Can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He is... Header! And it's in!
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 9.
So we have movement on both
Ibrahimovic.
benches.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Il numero 19, Messi. Cambio di giocatori.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Botafogo.
Perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Distributed tidily. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's found a way through. And this is Hazard. Messi, brilliantly cut out. Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Great vision. And this is Hazard. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Botafogo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Hullet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Roberto Carlos. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, il numero 8, il numero 2, Bale.
And it's been taken short. And it's played in. It's gone out for a throw-in. Eto'o chasing after it. Roberto Carlos going forward. Roberto Carlos. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's Eto'o! And no! He had to. And yet he could not.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Eto'o. He's got real chance. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Hazard plays it short. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
Fourth
di
official
recupero.
showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Roberto Carlos. And here's Eto'o. And the ball's gone astray. Bellingham. Eto'o in the hunt and looking threatening. Hazard. That's going to go a long way. And time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Botafogo can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, And we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Lahm looking to hit the byline here. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Roberto Carlos.
Hoeneß. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already.
Seedorf.
Roberto Carlos.
Looking for a runner, and it's made its way to him. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
This is a promising build-up.
Yaya Toure.
Is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
It's Roberto Carlos! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Carlos is offering a wry smile there.
Lazio with the corner, they're first. Nesta
Tries to clear.
Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Hoeneß.
That could spell trouble.
Oh, that's fabulous.
And the shot!
Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, played right into his path.
Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Yaya Toure. Botafogo have hit a quick-fire double here. Hazard.
And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, nice touch. Seedorf
He's onto this.
tries a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Bergomi.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Lahm makes a move down the right.
Roberto Carlos.
Nesta.
And it's Seedorf. And it's Lahm. Now Yaya Toure.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Roberto Carlos.
Seedorf.
And it's Yaya Toure.
It's a really well-measured ball. Lahm plays it in. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Botafogo.
Marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Away we go again. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's been shifted off it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Real chance, and Hullet! Goal! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
And here's Eto'o.
Eto'o! Off the post!
Sensational from Eto'o!
About as smooth as it gets! And they are disappearing out of sight! And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Botafogo.
Visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And the keeper's got it again.
Botafogo.
Do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That is a brilliant interception.
Now it's Hazard.
He has found the way through.
Such good technique.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's looking to catch him up.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Hoeneß is in a really good position out wide. Shoots! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Roberto Carlos. Numero 9. Ibrahimovic. Lasciano il campo.
Lahm plays it short.
Il numero 17. Makelele. Il numero 11. Il numero 19. Messi. Il numero 7.
Lazio have the chance to go the other way.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
He's found a way through. And this is Ronaldo. Look at the space here. Well, there's the clearance. Tries to pass it through. That is ended up in no man's land. Makelele. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great... And Messi! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And it's Lahm. And he was alert to it.
Botafogo
are looking to go forward now. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Roberto Carlos. Now it's Eto'o. Lahm. Hazard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Decent chance! And there's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Seedorf. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Vieira. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That is a great pick out. And it's Dembele. Dembele! Oh, good finish. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Hazard. Hazard. And it's been played through. It's Eto'o! Oh! Just too high. Bergkamp. Looks to the other side, well spotted. And here's Dembele. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Araujo clears, and that has left him in a heap. And it's Seedorf. Might be danger here. Yaya Toure. Now it's Eto'o. 4 extra minutes added on. Played out towards the right wing. Lahm has it in a wide position. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, shooting chance! And that is going out for a goal kick. That's that, the end.
Botafogo.
Looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Eto'o picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Botafogo definitely impressing me here, especially the way that...